In the last screencast, we had a look at reviewing a deck which somebody else had shared, but the most effective way to use Anki is to enter material that you personally want to remember. So, for example, you learn something new in a class or in a textbook or on the web, and type that into Anki. Then Anki will ensure that you don't forget it. So let's create our own deck. This time, instead of choosing download, we'll choose create. And we can start entering material immediately, but first let's change the name because currently it's called untitled. So we go file, save as, and we'll call this my deck. Save. It takes a couple of seconds to save the deck for the first time, but after that it should be pretty fast. Okay, and we're good to go. Alright, let's start adding material. Imagine that we want to remember some capital cities. So imagine I have a book sitting next to me with a list of capital cities, and I'm going to start typing some in. So for example, what's the capital city of Australia? And the answer is Canberra. I can also give this card I'm about to add some tags. Tags are for organizational purposes. It makes it easier for you to, for example, if you want to immediately get a list of all of your capital city questions, we can add a tag, for example, capitals. Alright, we'll call it capitals. I press escape, and then later on, if I search for capitals in the browser, I'll be able to find all of these questions here. So I can click on add, or I can press Control plus return. I will do that now. Okay, I've added one card. Let's add two more. Notice that the front side is yellow. This indicates that you have to type something in, or Anki won't let you add a card. Oops, it tells me I'm missing a field. You can leave the back off. In most cases you probably don't want to do that, but there are some times when you might want to. Anyway, I'll add two more questions. So what's the capital of Japan? And the answer is Tokyo. And one more, capital of New Zealand. And the answer is Wellington. All right. In fact, I'm going to deliberately make a mistake here. Okay, Wellington, and I'll add that. Oops, I realize I've made a mistake. So I can click on this now, and it will pop up this question again, and I can edit it. So Wellington, fix that. Press escape or press the red X, and we're good to go. There are some other buttons you can use in this screen. For example, you can bold or italicize the text. So what's the capital of America? And I can, for example, underline this or press Control U. I can also change the color of the text. For example, if I press this button here, it will set the color. Or I can press F7 twice, and we can see that the color has changed. You can alternate between different colors, and you can select different colors here. Okay, I'm going to leave the capital cities alone for a second, so I'll get rid of these tags as well. Now imagine we're reading about the moon landing, and we want to remember the date when Americans landed on the moon. So I'm reading a Wikipedia article, and it says Americans landed on the moon in 1969. So I copy that from Wikipedia and paste it into Anki. I want to turn this fact into a question and answer, and of course I could reword this to say, when did Americans land on the moon? But an easier way is to just paste in the sentence, select the text I want to remember, and then press the close delete button, or press F9. When I click on this, Anki will hide this part and put it in the answer, like this. So if I want to see a preview of this, I click on the preview button, and I can see that this will be the question, and when I click show answer, this text here will be shown. This makes it very easy to copy and paste sentences from external sources and quickly add them into Anki. I'll add this here. In fact, I'll give this a tag of, for example, trivia. Okay, add. All right, you can also add pictures and add audio. You can record your voice, and for more advanced users, you can also press this button and get mathematical equations and edit the HTML. We'll come back to that another day. All right, I will cut this screencast short here, and we'll come back in a second with some more advanced topics.